What if I told you that the one device is smaller than a typical capture card, but has enough power to completely run a MacBook or anything with USB Thunderbolt 4 for charging? What if I told you this capture card would be only $129? Well, AverMedia just created it. This is the AverMedia GoCaptureCard. This is the GC313 Pro. Let's talk about the key features on it, everything it has to offer, and well, if you should buy it or not. Quick disclaimer before we hop in the video. AverMedia did, of course, send this out to me, perks of being a partner with them, but thoughts in the video will be of my own. If there's any room for improvement or things I don't like, things I do like, stuff like that, you're gonna hear it all here on the channel like always. That way that AverMedia can make better products for you and me over time. With that being said, if you want to purchase anything that is going to be mentioned in this video, from this capture card to any other products I might mention throughout the video, you can check the links in the description below. I get a small kickback. It helps the channel out. You pay no extra, and it keeps me wanting to create great content like this for you each and every week. Enough of self-plugging. Let's hop into the video. So coming in the box itself, you are going to get the capture card itself. You are going to get a USB Type-C to Type-A cable. This is a braided cable. It's pretty durable, if I may say so myself. I thought it was a nice cable that comes with it. Being white, I only worry about being on the go and stuff if it will get dirty over time. It does come with adapters for multiple plugs, so making it travel friendly, especially like if you're traveling out of the States. I don't know what the plugs are. You've seen them on screen. You can tell me in the comments below what the plugs are. Teach me something. I mean, I know what this plug is, US. You also get a quick start guide in there as well, so you're able to just kind of understand how it all works. And of course, on the box itself, there is a QR code you can scan as soon as you open it. This is also just going to help you get it all set up and everything like that. Okay. Unboxing is done. Let's go to the key features of the product. All right, so talking about the capture card and stuff first, going there, we are going to talk about that, the capture card and pass-through. So this can capture 1080p at 60 FPS. Now the pass-through on this can be 4K at 60 FPS. Now, why is that important? It's super important because, well, the new Nintendo Switch coming out this year, right? It's supposed to be 4K at 60. So if it's 4K at 60, you can play with 4K at 60 still while capturing 1080 60 and getting good gameplay. You're not going to lose any of your gameplay, which makes this pretty awesome. The other thing it does on it, it is a 100-watt multi-device charger. Now this can charge pretty much anything that you can plug up into it. If you have a laptop that you can charge, like a MacBook, or a Windows, anything with like a Thunderbolt 4, I believe, and up can charge on this. Also cell phones or anything like that, it's 100 watts, so it's going to charge it pretty quickly. So let's talk about the ports on here for a second. So you do have the C1 port. This is for pass-through for consoles and external devices. The C2 port at the bottom is for connecting to your PC for video capturing, of course. USB Type-A port, which is, like I said earlier, is for peripherals when using the C1 port. And then of course your HDMI is, well, for your HDMI to a monitor, whatever. It does have USB functionality on it as well. Now this is literally going to be used for the C1 slot only. So like if you want to hook this C1 up to your computer and you want to if you don't have another slot for like a mic or something like that, or a keyboard or something like that, you can hook that up into the USB slot and it'll pass through the C1 slot into your PC, so you can still utilize the slot that you pretty much lost, which is, nice to see. Well, it doesn't work with anything like on Nintendo Switch or anything like that. Just FYI, I did test that there. I wasn't able to get a mic to work through the Nintendo Switch with this on Fortnite. So take that for what it's worth. So one thing I like to do when I'm going to review a product like this is how would I use it? That way, maybe you guys and gals can get an idea of how you would use it, right? Like me talking about how I would use it, a lot of times people think of, when people are talking about how they use stuff, I always like, oh, you know what? I would actually use it this way. So how I would use this, I would take a laptop, throw it in a book bag with OBS on it or whatever, and then I would stream while charging my laptop, having this hooked up to the Nintendo Switch for Game Pass or gameplay capture, of course. And then I would take like a compact 15-inch monitor or something with me. That way, I didn't have to worry about a big fat monitor or something like that carrying around. I have a few of them right here, these Oppo's 15-inch monitors. They're pretty cheap. So yeah, that's how I would pretty much use it. Now, because you just set it up and you don't, your one brick, just your cables go into this, hooked up into the wall, whatever. Maybe you gotta take a little extension cord with you or whatever. This is cool because like I've seen going to TwitchCon and stuff like that, you always see people walking around streaming and stuff like that. Well, if you wanna like not walk around, you wanna set up a little computer or something with a switch or whatever, and even your cell phone can capture into this and play games and whatever, then you got this right here. You just hook this up. Like actually, I swear I actually saw this at first when I first talked to the reps there, was at TwitchCon. They had it all hooked up and stuff, and I was just like, wow, that's pretty freaking cool, to be honest with you. Like, he was showing me everything that was just set up right there, and I was just like, so you're saying everything is running off of that's it? Like, everything is hooked up and playing right now is this? And he's like, yeah. I was like, it's pretty cool, actually. You know what I mean? So AverMedia for this is $129. While savings might seem modest, the convenience and consolidation of multiple devices into one makes it worth considering. Now, I can already see people out there arguing that buying individual parts is better in case something breaks. But let's think about that realistically for a second. If you're buying the cheapest parts to save money, they're likely to fail faster. By the time the AverMedia device warranty is up, which we'll get to in a minute, you're probably going to replace those cheaper parts multiple times. The AverMedia Go, honestly, it feels sturdy, it feels well built, and it's just, it's built better than those cheaper parts you can buy out there. And it consolidates so much into one device, charging your phone, your laptop, running a capture card, powering a monitor, and connecting a mic or keyboard or whatever, all through one plug. When was the last time one device could do all of that reliably? I can't say the word. Reliable. My gosh. Reliable. I know I can say reliable. When was the last time a device could do that, period? Moving on. For me, I'd rather just buy one thing and be done with it, because at the end of the day, I don't want to just keep replacing bull crap parts that keep breaking after a week, and then when you go to do the warranty or something on Amazon, the seller's not even selling it anymore because they've been shut down or whatever. I mean, comment below if you've ever had to deal with that crap before. So I did mention warranty and all that spiel above, and I do want to talk about the warranty for a minute. I reached out because I was 100% positive what the warranty was on this. I couldn't really find any information because there's not a whole lot of information out on it yet, but I was told by my rep, 24 months. You get 2 years warranty. Why am I clapping? Because I see so many people only doing 1 year, because that's like the bare minimum. They're doing 2 years. Now, there is a way you can get a 3rd year, register your product and sign up for their newsletter, all that jazz on their website. You know, personally, 12 extra months for free, then why not do it? You can always unsubscribe later. Just throwing that out there. But in any case, yeah, now think about that. Do you think those parts you're going to buy that are the cheapest of the cheapest are going to last longer than 3 years? I don't think so. Like, I don't think so, personally. And even if they did, they're not going to be 4K 60 pass-through. I can promise you that. So then you're just already going to want to, you're going to go buy something that's 1080 60 pass-through and be like, I need to get something better. Okay, so let's talk about some of the pros and cons on this thing for a second, because I kind of went through the features and stuff. The pros are it's portable, it's lightweight, it's versatile, it's high quality capture and pass-through when it comes to like next-gen console for Nintendo Switch, not next-gen console for consoling and stuff like that. I completely understand that. This does not work with like Nintendo Switch, or excuse me, PlayStation 5 and Xbox, by the way. This does replace multiple devices, so if you're traveling on the go or whatever like that, you don't have to worry about taking all this crap with you if you're trying to create content. Just take this brick, a few items that you would record with, and you're good to go. And of course, in my personal opinion, cost effectiveness alternative to buying separate items, plus the warranty and just having to carry all that bull crap around. Now, is there any kind of cons or anything like that? Yeah, there is some cons on this. For me, the one is going to be the software dependency. You have to download their software to the PC to be able to use this, because if you're going to use this with the Nintendo Switch, you have to turn off the HDCP protection for devices like the Nintendo Switch. My suggestion for them was to have this turned off upon shipping these out. In my personal opinion, I don't know if they're going to do that or not, but I don't think like this should have to have an app. This should just be a plug and play. Like, because if I plug this up to if I plug this up to my PC, it picks up OBS, no problem like that. So I shouldn't have to download an app unless I have to update some firmware or something like that. I can possibly understand that, but to have to go in and turn off HDCP when majority of people are probably going to be using this with like a Nintendo Switch or something like that, it's a little bit of a con in my personal opinion. The other thing is the little bit of because of me having to download the app and stuff like that, going inside, I was a little confused because I've never used their app before with stuff like this because I've never owned one of their capture cards. So when I first plugged this in, the app itself showed Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox. So I thought, because I knew it wasn't supposed to work, but I was like, oh, maybe it does work, So I'm over here trying to get the Xbox or PlayStation 5 to work with it, and it doesn't. So it's a little confusing in my personal opinion for new users. It's never done. Because I'm a new user to their app when it comes to capture cards. So yeah, it was confusing to me. So it's going to be confusing to new people. So if you're watching this and you do buy this, just know when you go through the app to turn off HDCP, if they still have it enabled or whatever, no, it doesn't work with the Xbox and PlayStation, only with Nintendo Switch and USB-C devices like your cell phone as well. But honestly, those are my biggest cons on it. I've been using it for a little while. I've been capturing game footage, playing on Nintendo Switch, having a good time with it. So I think if you're looking for a device that can do it all, charge your phone, your laptop, or even the Switch while acting as a capture card, and you not lose if you want to cook your keyboard and stuff up because you're limited on USB slots or whatever, I think it's worth considering. It's perfect for creators on the go, especially for traveling to conferences like TwitchCon or even CES. At $129, I think it's a great value in my personal opinion for all the functionalities it offers. If you're interested in checking the link out, it's in the description. Again, it helps the channel out. A big thank you to AverMedia for sending this out for an overview review. If you want to see my reviews on the AverMedia Flexi Go boom arm and mic, click here. And if you want to see the PW515 webcam, click here. Thanks for watching. And as always, peace and love.